What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So we are here at A&S, and if you're wondering why I'm picking up my motorcycle, I'll explain it in just a second and just get my stuff ready. Yeah, got my paperwork here. Let's get started. There's like a cop right there waiting for me. Okay, let's get started. It's my key. Alright, so we are still 48 miles in, still in that break-in phase, and I still have to ride it again on the freeway. Okay. Probably have to adjust these controls, point them a little bit downwards. I still haven't gotten used to, well, it's my second ever ride on this bike, so I haven't gotten completely used to riding on a sport bike again, so it's gonna take a little bit. Alright, so we're on our way home. So why am I at A&S again with my bike? So when I took the bike home initially, concentrate, brand new tires. When I took my bike home initially, I had a leak. So it was leaking oil. So basically when I got home, I left it, had lunch because I was there for like 4 hours, and I had to eat. When I got back home, there was like a drops of oil underneath the bike. So I know those people are like waiting to say, "I told you so," you know, BMW suck. No, don't. That's not accurate, because this is my 8th BMW motorcycle. Okay, so damn, it's fast. This is my 8th BMW motorcycle, my 4th S1000RR. So you can't really tell me that they're not reliable. There might be some issues here and there, but you know, the odds of me having them, I bought 8 motorcycles, and you know, my whole family have BMW motorcycles. My friends have S1000RRs too. So after all that, this is the only time I got an issue. So I can't really support, like, you know, anyone saying that they're not reliable. Eventually, of course, with the frequency of how many times I buy a motorcycle, eventually I'm gonna get a failure. You know, that's just the law of averages, right? So this was a factory defect. The leak, we determined that it was from the cam chain tensioner, like a gasket or something like that. So it's really interesting. I looked it up. I think I've heard of it before, but not specifically on this generation of motorcycle. So I don't know if I don't know. So basically, there's a cam chain tensioner leak. It was leaking from there, and it was trickling down, and then that's where it came from. Initially I thought it was at the head gasket, the metal head gasket. I thought it was there first, but it wasn't. So I was happy about that, because if it was, it would have been you know, a harder repair, even if it was warranty repair. So right now I'm trying to break it in some more, put some more miles on it, try to not lug the engine, try to vary the RPMs. So I'm here on the right lane. I'm just gonna keep doing that, and there's a lot of debris on the road, so that sucks. Yeah, so hopefully when I get home there won't be a new leak. So I guess this is the first ride. I'll make a you know, I have to make this video anyway, so I figured I'll record now. I wanted to mention also that when I when I took delivery of the bike, I did a walk around, you know, checking on everything, checking on, you know, they let you do a walkthrough just to make sure that you're satisfied with the bike. You know, I didn't see there was some staining on the side where the engine meets the gasket for the head. There was already some staining there, so it seems like it leaked before. And what's curious is that every BMW bike has 10 miles on it, because they PDI the bike, you know, they PDI the bike and they put the miles on it. So why didn't they notice it? Either they did notice it or they didn't notice it. So I don't know, because it would have leaked on that first 10 miles. So, oh, it's this truck. This is the truck that's causing all the debris. That's horrible. You gotta get away from him. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so I zoomed in on the pictures I took while I was walking around, and I saw that the stain was already there. So I don't know. I don't want to accuse, you know, the dealership or the tech that was doing the PDI. I don't know the facts, so that's all I saw based on my observation. So based on that, it's easy to think like, oh, did they hide it or did they just not notice it? I don't know the real story, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And they fixed it. They said they fixed it, so I'm gonna see if it's leaking again. Hopefully not, because I don't want to go back there. So this is basically the first issue I had on a BMW motorcycle, or S1000RR in particular. I never had an issue with my 14, 16, 18, and now the 24. I never had an issue with my 15 GSA, 15 GSA, 2019 GSA, 2021 GSA, and my 24 GSA. They're all good. My sister has the 750 GS. My brother-in-law has the 850 GSA. A lot of my friends have S1000RRs. You know, I don't understand. I know people who have issues with their bike will be the loudest. You know, no one with when you're having a good time, you're not going to be on the forums saying it's great or whatever, you know. It's always the ones that are having issues that are going to be the loudest in public. I've always been, I mean, I try to be fair too, you know. I understand it's frustrating when you pay this much on a motorcycle and you have an issue. I was kind of frustrated when I went home and saw that leak, because I just got the bike literally that same day and I have to bring it back already. I know it's really hard to vary the RPMs on the freeway, but this is the only way. That, or I trailer it home and bring it somewhere. That's just too much effort. That's why I kind of do a little bit of a hard brake and try to accelerate here and there and decel and then decelerate. So the bike is so smooth though. Are these cars really going 80 plus miles per hour? Because my speedometer is saying 80 plus miles per hour and I'm only matching their speed. And that's crazy. Are they really going that fast? It's starting to cool down. I think it's like 80s now. It was 100. Initially I was upset, like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to ride my brand new bike, but then the weather was like 100 degrees. I wasn't gonna ride anyway, and the track season just ended. I actually skipped my track day. I had a scheduled track day the day I picked up this bike. I don't know if I mentioned that on the last video, but I did. I was like, should I go to track day with my GS or just pick up the bike? Unfortunately, I can't pick up the bike and go to the track day because they're just it's not gonna work time-wise. You know, it's not gonna work. There's nothing smoother than the quick shifter on the S1000RR. It's buttery smooth. The GSA is a little bit clunky, but S1000 is just, it's always been buttery smooth since the 2014 era. And this one is even better. And this is stock. The M seat, I'm using the M seat. There's the M package S1000RR. As you know, I have the M seat a little bit firmer, people say, but it's not. It's okay. I mean, I haven't ridden it for a couple hours, so I don't know how it'll feel by then. But for right now, I like the feel that it gives me. It gives me a little bit of more feedback on the road versus the plush seat that the others had. So I kind of like it. I don't mind it. I mean, I want this to be my track bike anyway, so it's not gonna be my only bike. So it's okay for it to be a little bit aggressive. That's okay. My observation off the bat is that this bike is not the same as the 2020 that I test rode back in the day. When the 2020 came out, I did a test ride on it with San Jose BMW, and I was a little bit disappointed on that. Although the bike, like the weight wise, it felt great. It felt better than my 2018. When I had my 2018, I rode them back to back, and the 2020 was good. It was super lightweight because it had carbon wheels, but then it's just the engine, the mapping of it and all that was a problem. And I think it's still a problem now, but we'll see. So far right now I'm restricted to 8,000, 9,000 RPM, but so far it feels okay. So I don't know. We'll see when it gets unlocked. Everyone is gonna say like, oh, you need a tune, but you know, yeah, that's fine. I just need to see it for myself, and then we can assess that. I always just, you know, I kind of want to take my mods gradually nowadays. I kind of want to see the difference, because before I max out bikes like from the box, right out of the box. I never appreciate what the mods really do, you know. Like I just don't appreciate, like I don't know what the difference was, because I already changed it as soon as I got it. That's what I did with my Super Duke. So I don't even know, like when everyone says like, so, you know, what's the difference between this and that? I don't know. So I can't provide adequate, like, you know, input. So or feedback. So I rather just write it out stock first. I'll actually take it to the track in stock form like this, and then we'll see how it goes. I think I will do. Everything else is okay, right? So I think I'm gonna do just what am I gonna do first? I think I'm gonna do a header, acro header, and then a tune. Because I already have the acro, you know, the sports silencer from the factory, and that's okay. I don't need to change it. I'll just have the acro pair up with it. Yeah, this is what we have to do. So, you know, lane splitting, dangerous, that's true. The main problem with lane splitting is the rider's speed delta is too different with traffic, and that's where the problem occurs. So delta, I mean the your difference in speed with the traffic is, you know, when it's drastically different, I think that's where the problems happen. So I would advise people that lane split to go with the flow of traffic. And by that I mean don't be too much faster than the flow of traffic. Maybe like 5-10 miles more. I mean, that's kind of what I do. So right now we're in the crawl 30 miles per hour. I would probably do 35, 40, because if the cars are moving any faster than that, then why are we still lane splitting? I mean, technically this is, you know, I mean, if you have to be somewhere, I guess I understand, but you know, when people say they crash lane splitting, it's just there's a lot of, it tends to be rider error more so than the cars, because honestly, I know this is a very sensitive topic. When you're riding a motorcycle, it's always your fault. You know that, right? Like, I don't know. Like, that's kind of that's kind of my mentality. It's kind of always your responsibility to keep yourself safe. It's not these people's responsibility to keep yourself safe. You know, like it's a sensitive topic. I don't even want to get into it, because not everyone will agree. But everyone says ride defensively. You know, imagine everyone's out to get you. It's always true. That's what every once in a while, I get cut off on traffic a lot. You know, I don't even stop. I don't even acknowledge. I don't even do anything. I just kind of, you know, swerve around and move on. Like, some people will stop, look at the car, instigate, and all that stuff. Like, for what? What are you gonna do? They're not gonna change. You're not gonna change them in that short, you know, encounter. So why bother with it? And then you get the road rage starting from that, and then now you have a sob story on the forums that you got run over, and you made a car angry or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get into it. There's a lot of those going around. I'm trying to still vary the RPMs here. Trying really hard because the traffic is it's not very steady. So far I'm pretty comfortable. I'm not it's not super uncomfortable in terms of my riding posture. It feels natural. It feels okay. Hopefully the sound is okay for you guys. I don't know how this microphone setup is. It's cooling now, so right now it's like a little cool, around 80 degrees, no longer 100. So I like that. This is really my dream bike, you know. Like, I say that a lot. I guess I think that a lot with I don't know, when they say dream bike, right? Like, I guess I can't have just one, because my dream bike is also the GSA, the 1250 GSA, and I could say the V4R is also a dream bike of mine. But if I have to choose, I think the S1000RR just has that edge of usability and power, you know. Like, it's not hot, it's not burning your leg, and I love that. Like, the V4R burns my leg immediately, like right here, like right now, you would feel it. And I guess it's because it's a race bike and all, but the M1000 doesn't burn your leg either. So I don't know, they just make a nicer bike for all around use. Randy just told me that someone's about to trade in an M1000RR, so it'll be around 30,000 instead of the brand new is like 40 something, 45. So this is gonna be 30,000. So I don't know, I might I know it's a different, and it's a bike that's different enough from the S1000 that even if you buy both of them, it's completely two different bikes. So no, I'm not talking crazy here. I'm just telling you guys. I'm just you never know. That's a cool idea to have an S1000 and an M1000 together. Well, if you can see that there's like a 65 there on the dash, that's because I paired my phone to the dash, so that it has GPS and navigation data and information. So it knows the speed limit. It's telling me the speed limit. So that's kind of why it's there. That's kind of cool though. So it knows, it tells you what the speed limit is. Gotta vary the RPM. Yeah, I gotta probably move to a different lane. Like this, it's like there's no, the RPMs are restricted and it's still freaking fast. I guess I got used to just the slower bikes in general lately, because I haven't had a 1000 in like, I haven't had a 1000 since my V4R actually. So, or oh no, since the Super Dukes. But those are not the same bikes. So this, I would say, since the V4R, I haven't had a sport bike. So, and a 1000. This is it. So it's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, there's a cop. That's why everyone's driving a little weird. I'll just go behind this van. Still recording. Yeah, just vary the RPMs and decel when you can. Yeah, decel when you can, but I understand I can't do it much on the freeway here. We're almost home anyway. That was a 1300 GS right there on the opposite lane just now. It's such a nice riding bike. Like I love it. I know it's pretty expensive. I think this was 26 out the door. 26 out the door, something like that, and then there's like $1,000 rebate, so it came out to be 25 and some change out the door. No, I think it was 28, and then there's $1,000 off, and then I did money down on it, and then I just financed the rest. So I know everyone has an opinion about financing bikes or whatever, but it is what it is. I financed this bike because I just bought the GSA, and that was a lot of money. So I was like, and then I saw that they're having a deal on the S1000RRs, and I couldn't wait. So I just chose to do the finance route. I know. Don't crucify me in the comments about that. Everyone's an elitist. Everyone is ballers on the comment. You know, they always have money in the comments. They're gonna cash everything out. They don't use credit, whatever. You know. Everyone's a baller at the comment section. But I'll say if you're gonna finance something, always purchase gap insurance and full coverage, because you protect yourself that way, you know. Yeah, purchase a gap insurance, purchase full coverage insurance. Anything happens to you or the bike, you're set. You have coverage from Gap and a coverage with your insurance, full coverage. It gets stolen or whatever, you're covered. That's important. Don't forget that. A lot of people skip on insurance. Insurance on this S1000, about $1,200 a year for me. I don't know if that's high or low for people. It's always been about there for me ever since my 2014, 2016, 18. It's always been around 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, something like that. 1,600, I think. I don't know, something like that. It never been more than that. Never, nothing crazy. The GSA is like super cheap. I think it's like 800 a year or 500 a year, something like that. So yeah, we're splitting lanes again. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to make this video too long, but I guess I'll turn it off when it's comfortable to end the video. It's more fun splitting lanes on a sport bike because you're skinnier. It's a little bit nicer. I commute with the GSA sometimes, and that's just so big. But the GSA has a presence that it seems like. Also, you look like a cop riding the GSA because he has all the lights, and my helmet looks like a cop's helmet and all that stuff. So people naturally just move anyway. Yeah, I can't wait to take this on a twisties ride. I think one of these weekends I'll probably do that. You can vary the RPMs here, I guess. It's such a nice bike. Damn. It's so smooth. It's so smooth. I'm not leaking, am I? We'll find out when we get home. So you have cruise control, you have heated grips, you got lightweight battery in this thing, you got the endurance chain. Such a great package for the price. That's why I couldn't justify the M1000RR. The M1000RR was going to be $45,000 out the door. I asked, you know, financing wise, I could have financed it. I was approved for it. I had him check. Initially. Okay, here's the story why I financed this bike. Initially, I was looking at the M1000RR because I was like, you know, drinking the Kool-Aid. I was like, oh shit, I need it. So I asked them to run the credit. It's good. I was like, okay, like they said they approved it. I was like, oh my god. And then I came to my senses. I was like, 45,000. I mean, remember how the V4R felt when you had it? That was $52,000. And then remember how you know, I was telling myself like, you can't even ride this thing very well. So like, you know, you're slow as hell. And why are you on a freaking $50,000 bike for? And so basically, it's not gonna make me any faster being on the M1000. Although it's, you know, the clout, it'll be cool. It'll be cool looking and all that stuff. It's just, but $20,000 more than this? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's $20,000 more. That's a lot of track days. That's a lot of track days. That's seriously a lot of track days. So I figured I'll just I'd rather hone my skill on the track with the money left over from the S1000RR and the M1000RR, and I think I'll be happier that way. Such a nice riding bike. I'm on road mode right now. Suspension is so plush. It's like this could be your only motorcycle, honestly. If you're not touring or carrying a lot of load, this could be your only motorcycle, honestly. That's what it used to be for me. My 2014, 2016, and 18 were my I lied. My 2014 was my only bike. When I started getting into the 2016, 18, I had multiple bikes, but yeah, the 2014 was enough for me back in the day. There's not much else for me to say. I think it became a vlog now. We'll do some more riding videos and at a better location. This is just a very boring going home. So if you guys stayed all the way to the end here, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.